Alrighty, and here we are at number 54. Number 54. Oh, and I need me a Mountain Dew. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you a brief synopsis, and here's what's going to happen. What's going to happen is I'm going to tell you about number 54. And those of you that have been around for a while know that I actually did say these things. So there's no denying that this is number 54. And that number 54 is in the can. Yes, sir. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get me something to drink. And while I'm doing that, y'all can get ready for number 54. So, without further ado, let's get into it.
How are you people not saying something about this? Jesus God.
Hello everyone and welcome to GTV. I am G-Man, your host. And today, I want to deal with this comment that's been made over the last, 8 years here on YouTube, where people have been making the same tired old claim about me being necessarily irrelevant. All right? And I want to just very quickly talk about people who are relevant and people who are irrelevant. A relevant person, when they speak, they're heard, and people react, and people respond, and people will care about what the person had to say. They'll take action. But an irrelevant person will say something, and they won't get a comment in their comment section. Okay? They won't, and I'm going to say this again. An irrelevant person is a person that doesn't get comments in his comment sections.
Hey, folks.
I'm gonna have my fucking powerlifting body back, boys. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Got the answers. I face the question.
Little dick, huh? Yeah. Well, at least you got one.
Welcome everyone to another edition of Preaching to the Choir Ministries. I was on my phone, and I gotta tell you, I found this video. Someone made it was an atheist that made a response video to one of the videos that I made.
Well, folks, I would say the old G-Man is back.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Traveling down a dusty road, going to meet my friends, heading for the movies right around the bend. Looking for a good time, looking for what's real, knowing that a good time is the thing that's real. It's the real thing. Coke. Intermission is the time, refreshments and my friends, knowing all along that's where it all begins. Looking for a good time, looking for what's real, knowing that a good time is the thing that's real. Especially when it's Coca-Cola, it's the real thing. Yes, Coke is the good time real thing.
You, Gary Snowflake, and Steve B, and Kip Bolin, and Grumpy Lobster, you're a fucking dick. I hate you. I hope you fucking die, you fucking prick bastard, fucking asshole. So fuck you guys, I got a new job now.
Oh, you should be coming on pretty soon, dude. How much do you smoke?
This will be a little demonstration of that. Listen up. That was my skull. I'm so wasted.
Good win in a wrestling match. Lend me your guide. Lemmy. God.
Wrong, dickhead. Trick question. Lemmy is God.
Ham sandwiches at noon. Ham sandwiches in the evening. Oh boy. Here we go again.
That's right, that was the big one. But yeah, Grampy Lobster, you're next. I got a fork with your name on it. I'm gonna stab you in the eye, you fucking prick. I hate you. I hope you fucking die. Looks like the same old story. Looks like the same old game. Don't think you're bound for glory. I think you might be insane. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think when you're suffering? Dragon, leaving, trying to find a way through. Gonna be bad, whatever you do. When the sky keeps looking for you.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Now the fun begins, 'cause now it's time to play shenanigans.
Six, 5, 4, 3, 2.
You're the boss, you're a big, hairy boy.
All because of fucking YouTube and fucking Google. All because of them. Because if they had deleted these channels the moment they were created, it might not have gotten out there into the internet and got stuck out there. Had YouTube really truly believed in their terms of service, which clearly states that harassment is not allowed, why are these fucking channels still on? Why is Secular Opinions channel still up? Why is Kitty KPZ's channel still up? Why is Dr. DeSid's channel still up? Why are these hate channels that are promoting hate 24 fucking hours a day, 7 fucking days a week, still on the goddamn YouTube channels? Why are they still there? If you truly believe that harassment is wrong, YouTube, take the fucking hate channels down. Something horrible.
Like you need to be shot. I'm telling
you, G-Man. Fuck you, man. You could have had this pussy. You could have been eating this pussy every night. You could have been sucking my titties and eating my pussy every night, but you decided not to for what? YouTube. You fucking dumbass. And then I don't know where else
I'm scarred. I'm already scarred.
Oh my goodness. That is the greatest thing I've ever heard.
Alrighty. If you are watching this video, you are a $50 patron. First of all, thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Gentlemen, please. We're accomplishing nothing here. Okay, let's everyone calm down. Take a breath.
We muted you along the way, or you might be a shitter in it.
Yeah, I mean...
Well, if I could just interject for a moment, then he appears to be away from his keyboard, so can we reserve him a spot when he returns? And I guess we could go ahead and hear from James Paul now, because we've heard from the bunny. So now it's James Paul's turn to
Provide evidence to substantiate. Long ago, where everyone was trash talking Andrea, calling her a retard, calling her ugly, and more recently in the anniversary video I posted, oh, she can't cook, you know, and all mentally. The point is this: she came out of an abusive environment. She came out of a dangerous environment. Quote, she has the mind of a child. End of quote. What? Child can be anything. But the point is this. That's all you fucking want. I lie. Whatever. Okay, look, you're going to just sit here and split fucking hairs all day. And
It's not splitting hairs. It's actually
last fucking day on the internet. I don't have time to sit here and split hairs all fucking day. Theoretically, a guy could come here at 12 o'clock, which is only an hour and a half away.
You guys, again, if there's a channel that's attacking me, Gary the Snowflake has made some raunchy videos. The last one he made is doxed me, which is against YouTube. Everything he does is against YouTube guidelines. But he has doxed me. He put the picture of my home on the internet thinking that was going to do something to bother me. Beyond that,
We'll be right back after these messages.
Come on now, laugh and be happy, and the world will laugh with you. When people see you smiling, they can't help smiling too. Say, Fun Brigaders, this is Sheriff John, and I just wanted to join with you and bring you the words of a new song. Tell you all in the Fun Brigade that, of course, the Fun Brigade's made up of boys and girls everywhere who like to have fun and happiness together and spread cheer. So remember, you keep smiling, will you? All right. Come on now, laugh and be happy, and the world will laugh with you.
and it is in her freezer.
When people see you smiling, they can't help smiling too. When you look out the window to a dark and gloomy day, break out a smile and in a while the gloom will go away. So laugh and be happy with a merry melody. A song will make a hat rack look like a Christmas tree. Get rid of worry in a hurry, chase the blues away.
That has to be what they're doing, because I've stocked this class now, and as you can see, it's completely stocked full of food, and then they'll come and they'll eat it all, and then they'll say, well, she ain't got no food. I never see nobody getting nothing out of there. Honey, they do. Trust me, they do. Either that or they're coming in and stealing it from you, one of those. Either way, they have said many times that you ain't got nothing. So that's why I'm documenting it this time, so that they can't do that. That ain't right. Well, I know, but that's what they're doing. All right.
Come on now, laugh and be happy, and the world will laugh with you. When people see you smiling, they can't help smiling too. When you look out the window to a dark and gloomy day, break out a smile and in a while the gloom will go away.
Can you answer that question?
And be happy with a merry
Is it even possible to do? How do you rape an infomaniac? I'm being serious. I'm not being facetious. How do you rape an infomaniac? You can't, dumbass. You cannot rape an infomaniac. You can't do it. It's impossible.
You know.
Extremist.
Yeah, apparently, yeah. But I saw secular fat fuck Ernie in the chat the other day. I watched that dual hangout where old Ernie popped in. Hey Ernie, suck my cock, fucker. You fat Canadian fuck. You know, that motherfucker talked to my wife behind my back, and him and his crony friends sit there and drove her fucking crazy, literally drove her crazy. And she's in a fucking institution now. Fuck you, Ernie, and your buddies. Kenny KPZ, Dr. Descent, all you sick fucks. You all belong behind bars. You actually belong dead, but I'll settle for you being behind bars. You know, for what they've done to my wife. And now, and they think they're going to go after my kids next? Yeah, they touch one thing about my kids, man. And then they'll find out who the Punisher really fucking is. Because the police won't be able to stop me, a judge won't be able to stop me, lawyers won't be able, nothing will stop me. You motherfuckers do anything to my children, and nothing will stop me from hunting you down like a dog. And that's a fact. That is an absolute fact. But it doesn't matter, because the police have already told me to my face that if
if these fuckers try anything on my kids, there will be arrests made. So I'm good with that. I'm good with that. But yeah, my wife's in a mental institution. Not totally because of these fuckers, but they had a hand in it. They had a good hand in it. They pushed her over the edge. You know, they weren't the only responsible party, but they helped push her over the edge. And so yeah, they everyone need to fucking die as far as I'm concerned. I mean, seriously, how many people do you know would get on Skype and conspire to destroy someone's family simply because they didn't like his opinions on the internet? Or even worse, for the lulz, quote unquote. I mean, what kind of sick, twisted fuck does it take to get on Skype and literally for days, months, weeks, even years in some cases, conspire to destroy a man's family simply because they don't like him? Really? I mean, seriously? That takes some sick, twisted shit, in my humble opinion. Okay? That takes some sick, twisted shit. And the fact that Ernie was in this fucking hangout talking smack the other day, just, you know, and Ernie even told you, if you'll recall, in the hangout, he said, yeah, if you want to hear Von Helton rage, just mention my name. Hey, Ernie, I mentioned your name, motherfucker. What are you going to do about it? You going to try to DMCA my ass, motherfucker? You fat son of a bitch. I can't wait until the Canadian Mounted Police have your fucking ass in jail. I can't wait for it. Guaranteed. Well, I'm convinced that large families is what's going to survive. And that's why I'm actively trying to increase and enlarge the size of my family as quickly as I possibly can, because I am convinced that that's what's going to survive. I won't live to make it. I think I've told you allegedly I have PAD, and that PAD could kill me right now. While I'm doing this blog show, I could kill over dead. So, you know, I mean, I probably will not live to see. However, my children and their children will hopefully live to see the Von Helton clan survive. That's the idea of it anyway. Yeah. But, you know, one of Secular Opinion's goons called CPS and the cops out to my house to try and steal my kids again. And that's when I found out that good old Annabelle had banned me from the outside chat. Either her or Mark or Gus, I'm not sure which one. And because I was sitting there just ranting away about how Secular Opinion had called CPS, well, not Secular, I'm sure he didn't do it. He don't like to get his hands dirty. He gets his buddies to do it for him. But anyway, they come out to the house, and I was out in the outside chat just chatting away, saying, hey, you know, CPS come to my house, wanted to steal my kids again. And it just so happens that somebody was recording the outside chat at the time, and I went to their YouTube page. None of my messages were showing up in the outside chat. Come to find out, Annabelle had me banned from the damn outside chat, and I didn't even fucking know it. So, big fuck you to Annabelle. Thanks, bitch. But yeah, I was banned from the outside chat. Didn't even fucking know it. Secular Opinion and his goons called fucking CPS and the cops out to my house, tried to take my goddamn kids away. That motherfucker needs to be permabanned right fucking now. He needs to be permabanned.
How do you know it was secular?
Because they admit to it, honey. They got videos on YouTube, all over YouTube. Yeah, we called CPS. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we're proud of it. You know, they're proud of doing that shit. They're proud of it. They think it's great. They do it for the lulz. They do it for kids. You know?
Last time I heard Secular say it wasn't him.
Well, Secular doesn't do it. See, he tries to stay above the fray and keep his hands clean. He's kind of like Rockefeller and Rothschild. Rockefeller and Rothschild don't kill nobody, but they hire goons to go kill people. Okay, same difference here.
So do you have any videos or whatever of Secular saying that you want to?
Secular's Google Hangouts are out there for everybody to see, unless he made them private. Unless he made them private, they're out there for everybody to see. In fact, there's even he's got another channel called Secular's Revenge, where he did even more hangouts. You know, there's hangouts out there calling my ex-wife a bitch, a whore, and everything else, man. There's this one buddy of his called Steal This World, is one of his handles. Another one is, what's the other name? Well, his real name's Sean Merriman, but his YouTube handle is Steal This World, and George Bush Pimps. Yeah, George Bush Pimps. And he's got all kinds of videos talking about a ripped cervix and laughing about it. Well, whenever you see that term ripped cervix, that's talking about my wife almost dying on the operating table. Okay? He actually made jokes and made YouTube videos about my wife almost dying on the operating table. So if you see that term ripped cervix, now you know what the fuck it means, right? It's talking about my wife. Talking about my wife almost dying. Okay? These motherfuckers are sick fucks. Okay? They're sick and twisted. Alright? Then you got Kenny KPZ, whose moniker, by the way, is the Joker of all people, a fucking madman. Okay? You know, and he's got Google Hangouts where he's sitting there talking shit. We're going to, you know, we got this 5-hour-long or 4-hour-long audio tape of your wife, and we're not going to let you hear it, and you got to suck up to us in order for us to let you hear it. And you wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe the shit that these fuckers pull, man. You wouldn't believe it.
I don't know. I've never heard Secular talk negatively about Mousy.
Yeah, well, he does. He does. Oh, and Secular's got a video out there where he allegedly talked to Mouse for hours, and behind my back, no less. And I've got Hippers, whose real name is David Blount. I got him on video admitting that, yeah, I manipulated your wife into fucking cheating on you and leaving you and shit. Got him on video admitting that shit. He was in a hangout with some dude from the Netherlands whose name escapes me at the moment. But yeah, I got him admitting that shit. You know, these people are sick motherfuckers. It takes a sick son of a bitch to sit there and say, I'm going to plot to destroy this man's marriage and his family just because I don't like his opinions on the internet. That's pretty fucking sick and twisted. You know, but yet their videos are out there. All you gotta do is go to YouTube and put the shit in the go to YouTube search box, right? And just put Rip Cervex in there. Do it right now. I'll wait. I'm right there. Do it.
The big problem with this is, Vaughn, is that there's a lot of room for misinterpretation of whatever.
Dude, there is no misinterpretation about a Rip Cervex. Okay?
I'm saying
no misinterpretation about that. All right?
Just give us the video, whatever. And just
obviously they're going to say, oh, we didn't really mean to do it. We didn't really mean to destroy his marriage. We didn't really mean to drive his wife insane. We didn't really mean to call CPS and take it. You know, I mean, anybody can get on, you know, get on here and spout that shit. All right. But the truth is in their own videos. The truth is in their actions. You know, I don't give a fuck what you think about what I believe in or what I talk about or how I dress or whatever. There is absolutely no justification for going after a young, impressionable woman and scaring the shit out of her and literally making her cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, which is exactly what they did. She's in an insane asylum right now down in Middlesboro, Kentucky. They literally drove her insane. They literally drove her mad. Crazy. Alright? These fuckers need to be locked up for life.
He's a good cop.
Dick Tracy! He's a good cop.
Dick Tracy. He's a good cop.
this program to bring you a special report.
All right. See if this works. As you can see, it says stolen valor. There is a convicted criminal by the name of Darren Morrison that is running around telling everybody that I have stolen valor. Well, here's the thing. These trolls, and if you don't believe me, you can just go to any of my hate videos and read it for yourself. These trolls believe they're made out of Teflon. They believe that nothing will stick to them, in other words. They believe that they can't be arrested, that nobody's going to throw them in front of a judge. And I have to admit, there was a time there where I would feign, suing them or having them thrown in jail because I was mad, But I thought, well, maybe, if I act like I'm going to sue them or if I act like I'm going to put them behind bars, maybe they'll leave me the fuck alone. And I tried that for a while. The problem is that it doesn't fucking work. That's the problem. So now it's time to do the shit for real, okay? And they honestly believe that they can get on here and break the law and nobody is going to do jack shit to them. They honestly believe that shit. And so it's time to prove them wrong. They're over there saying now that, I ain't going to sue. I don't know if you saw my latest video. I've had enough. I have to go to court tomorrow anyway. So while I'm at court tomorrow, I'll be talking to my attorney, Mr. White.
And you can get a hold of lawyers that will actually sit there and do it where it's pay to win.
Right. Well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell him the story. He's already defended me against these trolls before. Of course, he was court appointed when he did that, but that's not the point. The point is he has experience at defending me against these trolls. The last time they started a bunch of shit.
Alrighty. We are back. I have made some spaghetti and I have made some Mountain Dew, and so all is right with the world, at least at the moment. Folks, many of you will recall where I told you. Well, one of the things I've stated numerous times is that there is a Hopi Indian prophecy out there that clearly states that we will return to the old ways, quote unquote, old ways. Well, what's the old ways? Paganism. Paganism. Monotheism will be destroyed. Monotheism is going to go the way of the dodo bird and the edsel, namely Christianity and Islam. Now, Judaism is kind of different. Judaism can fall back to their pagan roots and they're good to go. Unfortunately, when the Catholics created Christianity, they severed all the pagan ties and therefore making it damn near impossible for Christians to go back to paganism unless they just flat out deny everything, and like I did, and then go back. But you got to deny everything. You got to denounce everything, and I mean everything. Politics, science, religion, everything. And then allow the gods to determine what you should keep, what you shouldn't keep, and that sort of thing. And now see, I denounced all the politics, but I remained a conservative. Isn't that amazing? Now, some of you might denounce politics and end up a conservative like me, where you might have been a liberal before. Don't be surprised by that, because the gods will show you, they will show you things that you need to know. All right? And if you're needed to convert to conservatism politically, then they will show you the things that you need. So don't be alarmed.
Now, it is entirely possible that the gods may elect to take a conservative and turn them liberal, but I don't see that happening. I mean, turn on your news and see what the liberals are doing. They're destroying shit left and right. So I don't see the gods doing that anytime soon. But anyway, number 54. And you say, well, Vaughn, what is number 54? Well, let me bring up my image here. And what does it say here? Let me bring it up big so you can see it better. Over 30 different Arabic Qurans, a disaster to any Muslim. All right, a disaster to any Muslim. All right, so Islam now has a major fucking problem, don't they? 30 different versions of the Quran. Uh-oh. Now what are the Muslims going to do? Because what's one of the big things Muslims say, particularly ones in the Middle East? Our Quran has never changed in 1,400 years. Surprise, surprise, Sergeant Carter. Now there's 30 different versions of the damn thing, and they're all out there. It's like, okay, well, what do you do now? Islam's pretty much trash, isn't it? Yeah, pretty much, because their argument that Islam hasn't changed in 1,400 years, well, that's right out the window, because we now know there's 30 different versions of the damn thing. So, and I suspect that, when a Muslim hears this and then verifies that it is indeed true, that person's going to be an ex-Muslim. Because like I said, one of the major things that the Muslims are prideful about is that their Quran hasn't changed, Oopsie. And it dovetails nicely with something else that I told you. Whoops. If you'll remember. You'll remember I told you a while back that Muslims were leaving Islam in droves to become pagans. They're going back to paganism. And I believe that this is a move of the gods doing this. I do. I believe it. Feel free to disagree, but I believe, especially since I told you in advance that this shit was coming. I told you in advance that there would be millions of pagans converting, or millions of Muslims converting to paganism, and I told you that there would be something major to bring Islam down. Well, 30 Qurans will do it. The fact that there's 30 different Qurans out there, that'll pretty much bring Islam down, because which one's the real one? Now we don't know, right? No way to know. No way to possibly know which one's right. 30 different versions just thrown out there to everybody all at once. It's like, okay. So the Muslims now have a crisis in their religion, don't they? Yeah, big one. Big one. All right, and like I said, I predicted all this shit. Let me bring up my other picture here. Put that down there and bring this one up. All right, read it with me. Well, let me blow it up a little bit so you can see it. There you go. Best kept secret in the Muslim world. More and more Muslims in the West, and even in Muslim majority countries, are rejecting Islam. The sheer terror and brutality of Islam is causing a tidal wave of apostasy. All right, like I said, they're converting by the thousands, possibly even millions, and many of them are returning to paganism. Hopefully a right-hand path, I'm hopeful. But yeah, they're converting to paganism by the thousands at least. And that to me is a good thing. Couple that with the fact that we now have 30 different Qurans out there. Which one is the real one? And even the Muslims are like, oh, uh-oh, you know. So, yeah. So Islam's got a real problem now, don't they? Yeah, they do. And and those of you that have, you know, watched me for years know that I accurately predicted this shit well in advance. It's Christianity's turn next. It's Christianity's turn next, guys. There will be something that is going to just trash it. I mean, there'll be no question that Christianity is the wrong path to follow. You know, not that I have any animosity towards Christians. I do not. But it's just the idea that it's just the wrong path, man. We need to be about truth, right? Ding, ding. We need to be about truth, right? That's what we need to be about. Well, the truth is in eclectic paganism. Notice I said eclectic paganism. I mean, if you trade organized Christianity for organized paganism, I don't believe you're making a step up. I think you should trade any organized religion for an eclectic religion, a religion free from dogma and rule sets and drama and, you know, all this garbage, man. I mean, just flat out garbage. Don't need it. Don't need the stress, right? We're trying to get a stress-free environment, and that's definitely what I'm striving for. Stress-free environment. And like I said, the gods, you know, they always seem to be able to drop stuff into my lap that I can show you and say, yep, there it is, look at it, you know. And you say, well, Bon, those sources are anti-Islamic sources, therefore they are biased. I don't give a rip where the source is. If you go and verify what they say is true. So it doesn't matter what the source is. Because I've already verified what they say. So it doesn't matter what the source is. I care less. I put that picture up because it was easy to grab, right? But nevertheless, what they say is true because I've heard it from multiple sources. Now, earlier today, I did a Google search for Muslims converting to paganism. Couldn't find a single reference on Google. So then I went to Bing. Couldn't find a single source on Bing. Then I went to Lycos, and I did find one source on Lycos for that. And then finally I went to DuckDuckGo, and I found 3 sources on DuckDuckGo. So kudos to DuckDuckGo for not blocking things that expose Islam as trash. That's, you know, kudos to DuckDuckGo for that. But anyways, Islam is going bye-bye. They really are. And there's not a damn thing anyone can do about it because, like I said, the gods told me this shit years ago. Said monotheism is going bye-bye. And Christianity will too, because none of them are the truth, right? If we really want the truth is in eclectic paganism. It really is. And some of you will recall years ago when I said that when the smoke clears, I'm going to be the only one standing. Okay? I just am, man. Well, you either have the truth or you do not have the truth. Excuse me. You either have it or you don't. All right? And I absolutely have the truth. You know why? You know how I know? Because I asked them, I said, what do you guys want? What do you guys want? And they told me. They told me what they wanted. And so I did what they said they wanted. And now I don't have any dogma. I don't have any drama. I don't have any problems from a religious perspective. And everything's starting to look up for me. Everything's starting to change. Everything's starting to get better. You know, that's not to say that my enemies still aren't out there and they're still trying to destroy my life and my family and whatnot. They're still out there. But, you know, things are starting to look up for me. Things are starting to change for me. Things are starting to become significantly better for me. And so, yeah, man, you know, I did a radical thing. I said, hey, what do you guys want? Pretty radical, okay? Pretty radical. Because most people would assume you adhere yourself to an organized religion. You know, the Greek pantheon, the Roman pantheon, the Norse pantheon, the Druids, the Celtics, whatever, you know. No. Eclecticism is the truth. It is the right way to go. I'm telling you, it's the right way to go. Got no dogma, man. I got no dogma or no drama in my religion. I can walk my walk, do whatever I need to do, and if something doesn't work, I pitch it, grab something that does work. Go right on. It's awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. But, you know, wanted to get Fity-four out there for you because, you know, like I said, those of you that have watched me a long time know that, yeah, I accurately predicted this shit was coming. And Christianity is going to be next. Don't worry. Don't worry. Christianity will be next. It will get to the place to where that monotheism is just... It's just ridiculous. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. Mukbang and I was right all in one video. Isn't that great? It's good stuff to it, man. Schwan spaghetti. Schwan spaghetti is the boss, man. I don't care what anybody says. Some good stuff. But anyways, number 54 is pretty much in the can at this point. Because... like I said, those of you that watch me for years know that I'm telling the truth. And, you know, I very accurately predicted that monotheism was going to go the way of the dodo bird and the Etzel, and Islam is now well on its way. 30 copies of the Quran, none of them the same. Muslims in the Middle East are like, what in the hell do? We don't know which one is right. We don't know what, you know, it's messed up. Messed up. Looks like Islam's going bye-bye, you know, because there's no relevancy, there's no legitimacy to Islam now. Not with 30 different copies of the damn Quran out there. There's no way they got legitimacy. It's just gone. All their legitimacy is totally gone now. So, wow, and you know, now, did I think that was how they was going to destroy Islam? No, I didn't. Had no idea. I really didn't know how the guys was going to pull this shit off, but But they went right for the jugular, man. They went right for the heart of what Muslims in the Middle East tell you. Because that has always been the strongest point for Muslims in the Middle East, is that our book has never changed in 1,400 years. Now you got 30 copies of them and none of them the same. Oops. What do you do now? Well, there's not a damn thing they can do. Because how you going to know which one's real? How you going to know which one's fake? Which one is, I mean, is everybody still going to cling to the sword, the book of the sword, or are they going to go to the more peaceful passages? I mean, is the book of the sword across all 30 copies of the Quran? That's a good question to ask, isn't it? So, we're in a quandary with Islam now, aren't we? Yeah, they're in a real pickle. They're in a real pickle, and couldn't happen to a nicer religion, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, how many pagans has Islam slaughtered over the 1,400 years they've existed? Yeah. In fact, I just saw an article that says that Islam, as of this moment, as of the time I'm speaking to you right now, Islam has now surpassed Hitler and Stalin for deaths related to pagans and Christians and a few Jews. For real. Now, that's not to say that atheism still isn't number one as far as killing, because when you throw a good old mouse and tongue in there, atheism's killings just skyrocket, right? But, you know, but Hitler and Stalin, and together with Islam, are now neck and neck, apparently, according to the article I read earlier today. They're all neck and neck now as far as the killing of Christians and pagans, and like I said, a few Jews in there. So, yeah, Islam's bloodbath is pretty remarkable. So, but anyways, there we are, and it's out there, and shit is real, and number 54 is in the can. And, yeah, doing good in the hood, man. Yet another thing that I said that would come to pass has indeed come to pass. Islam is now on the ropes, and people, you saw what they said, especially in the Middle East, Muslims are getting the hell out the AO because 30 copies of the Quran has no credibility. And there's the FedEx man.
We live in very scary times in this country. And I mean very scary times. When I'm debating on whether to take some of my cases to the Supreme Court of the United States, and I actually have to pause because I'm not sure whether the Supreme Court is even a legitimate court anymore due to what I'm hearing in media, both on the right and on the left, believe it or not. And so I'm sitting here wondering, oh my God, what am I going to do? Because you know, there may be the occasion where I may have to take some of these court cases of mine to the Supreme Court to be heard. Problem is that media, both on the right and the left, are debating on whether the Supreme Court is even legitimate or not. For real. For real. So I'm actually having to put the brakes on and wonder whether I should even take my cases to the Supreme Court at all. That's pretty scary. That's some scary stuff. We live in very scary times in this country right now because of that. And you're going to see what I'm talking about as we get into this video. But it's just, I don't know what to say. I mean, it's just really amazing. It really is. I don't know what to say about it. I really don't know what to say about it. You know. But I'm going to get into it. I'm going to get into what the media is saying, and then I'm going to throw my 2 cents into it. But it's really interesting. I just recently did a podcast and got most of it made silent because, oh my God, Von Helton is controversial and he might have crossed a copyright line or two. So we're gonna mute his audio in his video because by God we don't want anybody disputing copyright these days. Okay. All right. You know, 99.99% of these cases that are brought forth by the MPAA and RIA get thrown out of court. You know why? Because the defendant comes in wearing rags,
And the prosecuting clients come in wearing three-piece suits and driving up in a stretch limousine, demanding that the court give them their damn 99 cents. 99 cents. Here's this boy in rags. They're pulling up in three-piece suits in a stretch limo, demanding that the court force that child to give them their 99 cents per song. Yes, that really happens. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And so my question is, well, you know, y'all don't look like you missed a meal lately. Don't look it. You know, wearing nice suits, coming in a stretch limo, you know, looking over at the boy. The boy's about half starved, doesn't know what the hell's going on even. Because as far as he was concerned, he's just getting him a song that he liked. We want our 99 cents. We want our 30 pieces of silver. Right, MPAA and RIAA? Right? Yeah. We want our 30 pieces of silver. But whatever you do, folks, make sure you kill the audio in that Von Help video, because by God, we don't want him saying something controversial that might infringe on someone's copyright. Oh my God, we just can't let him do that. All right? Yeah. But what does that evil Von Helm guy know anyway? I mean, my God. We'll just silence him and then everything will be just fine. Right, guys? We'll just silence him and everything will be okay. Right? Yeah. Isn't that what they're saying? Yeah. Yeah, that's what you're saying. We'll just silence him and everything will be all right. Everything will be just ducky. And, yeah. Yipper, yapple, devil. Where's he at there? There he fucking is, right there. Oh, look at this. Look at what I found here, boys and girls. Read it with me, class. Quote, if the people were to ever find out what we have done, we would be chased down in the streets and lynched. George H.W. Bush, to White House reporter Sarah McClendon, 1992. If the people were to ever find out what we had done, we would be chased down the streets and lynched. Well, what about that? What about that, folks? Oh, but Vaughn, you mustn't question your government. Oh, no. Government knows best. Government knows it all. Government can take care of your children. Government will take care of your house. Government knows how to do that. You don't know nothing because you're just a stupid individual. You're just a useless eater. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? You're just a useless eater, right? Yeah. That's what they call us, useless eaters. A nobody, a nothing, a piece of shit. Because we know Child Protective Services knows how to take care of them damn kids better than you do, Von Helm. The government knows better how to take care of your house than you do, Von Helm. I actually sat through a 1-hour video where I was told nothing but that for the whole damn hour. How the individual is stupid, how the parent is stupid, and mommy and daddy government knows how to take care of kids. Knows how to take care of your house. I mean, you're too stupid to know how to run your house. You're too stupid to take care of your kids. You're too stupid to pretty much do anything. But by golly, that government, man, boy, government knows how to do it all, buddy. They know how to do everything. They can take care of your kids, take care of your house. They get to tell you how to run your house, what color of fucking drapes to hang in your goddamn house. Because, after all, you're just a useless eater. Alright, guys? You're just a useless eater. So who cares if Twitch goes and silences my audio on the damn video? It doesn't matter anyway, because, by God, I'm just a fucking useless eater, right? Silence my audio on my video because I might have said something controversial. Or I might have played a song that somebody hasn't heard in over 40 fucking years. Literally 40 years. Is Jimi Hendrix going to suddenly rise up out of the grave and demand his 99 cents? Huh, Twitch? Is that what's going to happen? Jimi Hendrix is going to rise up out of the fucking grave and demand his 99 cents? His 30 shekels of silver? His drop of blood? By God, we just gotta kill the audio on that fucking video because that evil Von Helm guy might play a song that somebody might consider controversial, or he might say something that might not sit well with whoever is controlling us from behind the scenes. Like maybe that archdemon that Aleister Crowley put over the United States years and years and years ago. Maybe him. Or it. He got his name from singing to the cows and sheep. Every night they say he sings a herd to sleep. In a bass voice, rich and deep. I don't know. You tell me. You tell me. You tell me. Raggedy music to the by God, we just gotta silence that evil Von Helm. We just gotta do it, man. We gotta do it because by God, he might say something that might offend somebody somewhere in the fucking universe. Multiverse now. Because now we finally fucking woke up and realized there's a whole lot more going on in our little patch of dirt. If the people were to ever find out what we have done, we would be chased down in the streets and lynched. This is a president saying this. But by God, that evil Von Helton guy doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. He's just a crazy conspiracy theorist. We gotta silence him. We've got to silence him. Because God forbid, there might be thousands of women over in Europe that are afraid of getting raped and killed. Oh, hi Google. Hi YouTube. Google and YouTube blocked my videos. Shadow banned my videos in Europe so that the women in Europe wouldn't hear the warning I gave, telling them that Merkel's actions were a Trojan horse bringing in Muslim rape gangs to kill them. And they died by the thousands, brutally raped and murdered in cold blood right in the streets. And they never got to hear my warning because Google, in their wisdom, said we can't allow that evil Von Helton guy's message to get out because he might save lives, and we don't want to save lives because the earth is overpopulated. Isn't that right, Google? They believe it's overpopulated, too. They believe these rich elites when they say it's overpopulated. Bill Gates gets up on a stage and tells the whole damn world, yes, we're going to kill 7 billion people with vaccines because the earth is overpopulated. It's something we've got to do, guys. We got to do it. You know, because the earth is overpopulated, you see. Right? Yeah. The earth is overpopulated. So imagine my surprise, not, when I come to the Supreme Court and I find all this stuff in the media about the Supreme Court and how the Supreme Court doesn't know what the word illegal means. They ain't got a clue. They ain't got a clue. They don't know what the fuck the word... I thought it was bad when Congress and the Senate didn't know what the word illegal means, but now even the Supreme Court, the Supreme fucking Court, does not know what the word illegal means. They ain't got a clue. They don't know. They honestly do not know. How in the hell can I take a court case to the Supreme Court when the Supreme Court does not know what the word illegal means? How? How in the fuck can I do that? How? How can I do that? I mean, seriously. If they don't know what the fuck the word illegal means, how can I expect them to rule positively or correctly on my court case? I can't. I can't. I just can't. They don't know what the fuck the word illegal means. And neither does Congress, and neither does the Senate. No motherfucker on the planet seems to know what the fuck the word illegal means. And so how in the hell can I expect them then to rule positively or correctly on my case? Well, I can't. I just can't. I just can't. What in the fuck's the point of going to court if the court doesn't know what the word illegal means? You say, oh, Vaughn, you're full of shit. Vaughn, you're exaggerating. Vaughn, you're making this shit up. Vaughn, you're pontificating. Vaughn, you're bloviating. No, I'm not. Let's get into it. We'll be right back after these messages.
I see you have 2 Jell-O puddings, 2 of them.
Uh-huh.
You love Jell-O pudding enough to eat 2 of them by yourself?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Well, here's a small person with 2 Jell-O puddings and the big person has none. Feel guilty?
Mm-hmm.
Kids love Jell-O brand pudding, and since it's probably on your shelf, why not make some tonight?
You sure you like Jell-O pudding?
Alrighty. PJ Media. Read it with me. Sleeper cells on SCOTUS destroy the myth of a conservative court. Now, before I read this, let me remind you, bring to your remembrance, when Kavanaugh and Roberts sided with Planned Parenthood to kill thousands and thousands of innocent little Americans. Because, I mean, it ain't a fucking dolphin, is it? Huh? Those things that the court was talking about, are they dolphins? Are they turtles? Are they chimpanzees? Are they giraffes? What? No, they were. I'm pretty damn sure they were humans, and I'm pretty damn sure they were born here in America. Therefore, they are Americans. But yet, Justice Roberts and Justice Kavanaugh, in their infinite fucking wisdom, decided to side with Planned Parenthood to kill more Americans. Because, by God, it's the right thing to do. Right, guys? Right thing to do. Kill more Americans. Because that's what you're killing. You're not killing a dolphin. You're not killing a giraffe. You're not killing a chimpanzee or a mouse. Those are human beings that are born. And according to the Constitution, as it stands, those are Americans that you're killing. And let's not forget that Obama, out of his own mouth, said even if they're outside the womb. Obama said that out of his own damn mouth. Ain't that right, Justice Roberts? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Now that I've prefaced that, let's begin. All right, let us sally forth. Sleeper cells on SCOTUS destroy the myth of conservative court by Megan Fox. One of the great accomplishments of the Trump presidency, the transformation of the Supreme Court in favor of conservatism with the appointment of Justice Neil Gorsuch, a supposed originalist, is a complete bust. Coupled with George Bush's boy John Roberts, Gorsuch has now proven that he and Roberts are a radical sleeper cell for the left. Roberts outed himself when he decided that Obamacare could be forced onto the Americans through a tax, so that we aren't all surprised then that he sided with the radicals to keep DACA recipients in the country despite coming here illegally. Despite what? What was that last word? Despite what? Despite coming here illegally. Let me say it again for the people in the back row. Despite coming here illegally. 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 Not legal. Illegal. Not legal. Illegal. Not legal. Not legal. As in, against the law. Does anybody not know what the word illegal means now? Let me try this again. What does the word illegal mean, Bond? It means not legal, otherwise known as against the law. When something is illegal, it is against the law. It is against the Constitution, even, because the Constitution is what? The highest law of the land. Right? Yes. So, if something is illegal, that means it is not legal, which means it is against the law, which means it is unconstitutional on its face. Right? Yeah. Yeah. So let me read this again. Roberts outed himself when he decided that Obamacare could be forced onto Americans through a tax. So we are not at all surprised that he sided with the radicals to keep DACA recipients in the country despite coming here illegally. Illegally. They're in the country illegally. They're breaking the law. When they crossed the border, they broke the law. Okay? They're here illegally. They broke the law. And subsequently, they broke the highest law of the land, which is the Constitution of the United States. The Constitution that the Supreme Court is supposed to interpret correctly, and it's supposed to uphold. Not alter, not change, but uphold. The Supreme Court is tasked with the job of upholding the Constitution of the United States. Not saying that we can pick and choose how we want to uphold the Constitution, or we can make the Constitution say shit that it never said, such as Roe versus Wade, where they literally created law out of whole cloth. Last I checked, the Supreme Court doesn't create law. That's the Congress and Senate's job. Last I checked. But yeah, if you guys go and research it, Roe v. Wade, this whole abortion shit, literally created by the Supreme Court. Well, how did they do that, Bond? They took a woman's right to privacy, twisted it into a fucking pretzel, and said, here you go, you can go kill your babies now. Literally. That is literally what the Supreme Court did. I am not making this shit up. I am not making this shit up. Go research it at an actual physical library, and you will see that I'm telling you the absolute truth. They literally took a woman's right of privacy, twisted it into a fucking pretzel, and said, here you go, leftist women, here you go, feminazis, go kill your babies. And we'll stand behind you 100%. Well, there's a problem. Actually, there's a multitude of problems, but the main problem is that the Supreme Court cannot create law. They can't do it. That's the Congress and the Senate's job. Okay? They can't create law, sorry. So the billions, by now, I'd say, I think I'm safe in saying that, billions of dead Americans, is all over something that's totally illegal, totally immoral, totally unethical, and not only that, it's against the damn Constitution, the very Constitution that the Supreme Court's supposed to uphold. Why do you say that, Bond? Why are you saying that? I'll tell you why. You know why? Because that Constitution says, and I quote, we are all endowed by our Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these rights are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. So 240 years, something years ago, whatever, 270 years, whatever the fuck it is, it's a while back here, the Founding Fathers already addressed the abortion issue, didn't they? We are endowed by our Creator with life. Life, 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 life. Can you have life if you're aborted? No. No, you cannot. Okay, so when you commit abortion, you are committing treason against the Constitution of the United States, which says we must be allowed a right to live. We must be allowed the right to live. Only the gods themselves can take that life, particularly if it's an American. That's it. Only the gods themselves can dictate that. We are fallible humans. We are fallible mortals. We should not be in the business of determining who lives and who dies. That's why everybody blew a gasket over that Kevorkian guy. All right? Because it's not our place. We are fallible human beings. It's not our place to decide who lives and who dies because we're fallible. We make mistakes. The only exception being as if a human being commits a heinous crime, i.e. they kill people or they leave people so destroyed that they might as well be dead. And in those cases, then the government has the right to come in and terminate that individual with extreme prejudice. Or they did, because now the leftists, especially in Europe, have pretty much done away with the death penalty. Am I right, Europeans? Hello? Come on, shout out to the American here. Am I right? You guys got rid of the death penalty? Yeah, you shouldn't have done that. That's not only a violation of law, but it's a violation of your rights as well. Because you have a right to be secure in your person. Can you be secure in your person if there's murderers on the street? Hello? Hello? Don't shout me down when I'm preaching good. Yeah. No, you can't, can you? Okay. So getting rid of the death penalty was actually a breach against your rights. But see, y'all don't know history. Y'all don't do no study. Most of you don't do any constitutional study. That's for damn sure. And so you don't know these things. But anyway, moving right along. Okay, because this is a multi-layered thing here. All right. But yeah, DACA is caca. All right. Anybody remember when I said that shit years ago? DACA is caca. You know, well, yeah, it still is. Still is. DACA is still caca. All right. Let's go to Justice Thomas, the supposed bastion of conservatism. Thomas calls ruling blocking Trump move to rescind DACA a timid effort to avoid controversial decision. What? What the fuck does that even mean? What the fuck does that even mean? Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas, in an opinion objecting to the court's Thursday decision blocking President Trump's effort to end an Obama-era program that protected those who illegally arrived in the U.S. as children, criticized his fellow justices for avoiding a politically controversial decision and showing timidity and not striking down the policy. Thomas was joined in his partial dissent by Justice Samuel Alito and Justice Neil Gorsuch in what was a 5-4 decision. Justice Brett Kavanaugh wrote his own partial dissent. Today's decision must be recognized for what it is, an effort to avoid a politically controversial but legally correct decision. Legally correct decision? Legally correct decision? Oh, but my fucking God. Doesn't anybody on the fucking planet know what the word illegal means? Anybody? Anybody on the fucking planet? Is there anybody on this fucking planet that knows what the fuck the word illegal means besides me? Justice Thomas, listen to this again. Listen to this again. This is a quote from a supposed conservative justice on our Supreme Court. Listen to this damn thing. Today's decision must be recognized for what it is, an effort to avoid a politically controversial but legally correct decision. No, it is not a legally correct decision, Justice Thomas. No, it is not a legally correct decision. Because in order for it to be a legally correct decision, you must not know what the fuck the word illegal means. And I actually was thinking about sending my court cases to these schmucks. Really? And them not even knowing what the fuck the word illegal means? They don't know what the fuck the word illegal means. And I'm gonna put my court case in these guys' hands? No. Say what you want about local courts, but at least the local courts know what the fuck the word illegal means. At least I hope so. I hope this isn't some trickle-down shit where it starts at the Supreme Court and they don't know what the word illegal means, and then it goes to the appellate courts and the appellate courts don't know what the word illegal means, and then it goes down to the district courts and the district courts don't know what the word illegal means, and then I hope not. I hope that's not the case. Seriously? Justice Thomas doesn't know what the word illegal means? None of these justices know what the word illegal means? Not a one of them? None of them? None of them? Not one? Not one justice on our Supreme Court knows what the word illegal means? Really? Really? I'm scared to death. I am scared shitless for this country. I am scared shitless for this country. When nobody on the fucking planet seems to know what the word illegal means. Unbelievable. Unfucking believable. But you know what? I did find somebody who knows what the word illegal means. At least I think they do. At least I fucking think they do. Check this shit out, boys and girls. Ted Cruz completely destroys John Roberts on the Senate floor over the DACA decision. Over the DACA decision. A Canadian, for fuck's sake. For those of you who don't know, Ted Cruz is not an American. He's Canadian. That's why when he ran for president, I vehemently opposed his running for president of the United States, because he's not an American, he's a Canadian. How many of you didn't know that? Raise your fucking hands. Yeah, I know 90% of the fucking hands just went up. Because none of you fucking knew he was Canadian, did you? Anyway, he is a Canadian. And it's just like that other guy. That other guy was Cuban. What was his name? He was running for president with Cruz. Both of them were running for president. Or they threw their hat in there anyway. And one of them ended up being Cuban, and the other one and Cruz ended up being Canadian. Neither one of them qualified to run for president because they're not American. Now, that's not to say I don't like Cruz. I like Cruz. I like the other guy too. But they can't run for president. You got to be an American to run for president. And Cruz is Canadian. But here's the thing that pisses me off. It takes a fucking Canadian to know more about our damn Constitution than the fucking Supreme Court? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me right now? A fucking Canadian knows more about our damn Constitution than the Supreme Court of this land? Really? Fuck yeah. Let's go. Let's read. Ted Cruz completely destroys John Roberts on the Senate floor over DACA decision. Let's read. In a remarkable moment on the floor of the U.S. Senate, Ted Cruz, Republican of Texas, uses his 10 minutes to take a flamethrower to the Supreme Court decision over deferred action for childhood arrivals, DACA, calling Roberts' repeated siding with the liberals on the court a charade. He said everyone knows the game they're playing. They're hoping that come November, there's a different result in the election, then a new administration comes in and decides that amnesty is a good thing. You know we're in deep shit when a Canadian knows more about America than the fucking Supreme Court Justice of the land does, the Chief Supreme Court Justice. We're in deep shit. We are in deep shit. For real. We are for real in deep shit. Our Supreme Court does not know what the fuck the word illegal means. And it had to take a Canadian on the House floor to make him understand what the word illegal means. Folks, if you are not terrified right now, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I thought, when Roberts and Kavanaugh sided with the fucking Planned Parenthood, I thought that was pretty bad. But this is fucking insane. This is fucking insane. The Supreme Court of this country does not know what the word illegal means. They literally do not. They literally do not know. Holy shit. I am terrified. I am terrified. Mortified. Whatever other fucking adjective you want to come up with. Or adverb or whatever. Holy shit. You might as well laugh as to cry, I reckon, huh? I mean, seriously? You might as well laugh as to cry? You know? Holy fucking shit. God damn. I don't know what to say, you know? I don't know what to say. It's just fucking amazing. It's just fucking amazing. A Canadian knows more about our fucking government than the Chief Supreme Court Justice of the land. And as I just showed you, even Clarence Thomas said it was a correct decision. Although he disagreed with it, he still thought it was a legal decision, a correct decision. No. No. Because in order for this decision to have been legitimate, you would have to not know what the word illegal means. Right? Yeah. Those children, whether you like it or not, whether you believe it or not, whether you care or not, the sun is still going to rise in the morning, unless we have a supernova. Otherwise, the sun will rise in the morning. So, and yes, we can still get a supernova on flat Earth, okay? The shape of the Earth ain't got nothing to do with a supernova. Anyways, if you don't know what the word illegal means, I think you should be removed from the bench. I do. I think if you lie about your position, you should be removed from the bench. Roberts, Kavanaugh, Gorsuch, and Thomas all claim to be conservatives. They all claim it. They all claim to be conservative. But suddenly, when they get to the Supreme Court, they fucking lose their goddamn minds. And they become leftists. I think if you're going to claim to be a conservative, and then when you get in the Supreme Court, you start voting with the leftists, you should be removed from the bench. That's what I believe. Because you got there by ulterior motive. You got there by deception. And where does deception come from, class? Hello, say it with me. It comes from demons and evil spirits. Demons and evil spirits. Demons and evil spirits. That's where it comes from. That's where it comes from. Yeah. Deception. I'm conservative as they come. And as soon as he gets in the fucking office, or Supreme Court, he sides with Planned Parenthood to kill more Americans. And Kavanaugh right with him. Kavanaugh raises his hand, you know, when the Supreme Court was grilling him, you know, oh yeah, I'm a conservative. But don't worry, guys, I'll vote with the leftists, I'll vote with the communists to destroy America and to destroy the very Constitution that I'm supposed to be upholding. Don't worry, folks, don't worry. I'm a commie. I'm just calling myself conservative because it tickles the ears of the constituents. Right, Justice Kavanaugh? Yeah, of course. Of course. Sided with Planned Parenthood to kill more Americans. In a decision that the Supreme Court itself created out of whole cloth. There is no law saying you can kill your child, lady. It doesn't exist. It literally does not exist. There is no law. And even if there was a law, it would be unconstitutional on its face because, like I said, the Constitution guarantees life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Can you do those three things if you're aborted? No. No, you cannot, Kim. All right, so abortion is unconstitutional on its face. The Founding Fathers said so 240, 50, 60 years ago, whatever it is. So, there we are, right? We now have a Supreme Court that is 90% in favor of illegal activity. The very thing that the Constitution is supposed to stop, which is illegal activity. Because that's what the Constitution is for, is to stop illegal activity. Right? Yeah, it's a law. Okay, the Constitution is the highest law in the land. Okay, so if you don't honor the Constitution, you can't honor the law. And if you don't honor the law, then basically anything goes. What is anything goes, folks? Oh, it's called anarchy, isn't it? Yeah. Where anything goes, that's anarchy, isn't it? Isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, that's anarchy. That's fucking anarchy. Who cares about what the Constitution says anyway? Right, Justice Thomas? I mean, after all, you said it was a legal decision, right? Oh, yeah, as a constitutionalist, this is a fucking nightmare for me, man. It's just a fucking nightmare. It's just, I'm in fucking bizarre world, man. I really am. I'm in fucking bizarre world, you know? We're in a fucking bizarre world. Being a constitutionalist ain't easy, apparently. Because it sure as hell ain't easy for me. It's like, goddamn. Crazy shit, man. Crazy shit. I'll be so glad when I get all this tar and nicotine out of my system. The doctor says it's 10 to 15 years to get all this shit out of my system, even though I quit cigarettes. But he said that, you know, once I get it all out of my system, I'll be good to go. But he said 10 to 15 years. Of course, it ain't been nowhere near that. I've only been off cigarettes for, like, I think 5 years, something like that. I can't remember when I started vaping, but it ain't been that long ago. It ain't been no 15, 20 years. So I still got a ways to go, 10, 15 years, 20 years, whatever. I still got a ways to go. But, you know, hopefully I can get all this shit out of my system. And, they say that, I squeezed in under the wire to where that my lungs will go back to being pink again and all that good shit. But it's just going to take time, you know. So if you're wondering about the little cough there, well, now you know. It's from cigarettes. Wish I hadn't picked them up in the first place, but oh well. Anyway, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have a Supreme Court that literally does not know what the word illegal means. They literally don't know. Or they know and they don't care. I mean, they got life tenure, so why should they give a shit, right? They can't be removed. They got life tenure. Can't remove them once they're in there. That's the only drawback I have with the Founding Fathers. The only one. Is that they gave justices life tenure. They shouldn't have done that shit. No fallible human being should have life tenure, ever. Because, hey, they're fallible, right? They make mistakes, right? You know. But yeah, man. Fucking ridiculous. We literally have a Supreme Court that does not know what the word illegal means. But Vaughn, it's about the children. It's about the children, Vaughn. I don't care. They're here illegally. Back they go. And besides, do you really want to break up a family? I don't. Send them back with the parents. Send them back with the parents. I don't believe in breaking up families. Unlike my haters out there that are constantly trying to break up my family. Ain't that right, haters? Yeah. But no, they're in the country illegally. Ship them the fuck back. They don't belong here. Vaughn, what is immigration? How do you come to the United States of America? Okay, I'm going to tell you. All these thousands of people lined up at our southern border and our northern border, that's not immigration. That's invasion. What is immigration? What is real immigration to the United States, Vaughn? I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you. Here's what it is. Because I got somebody going through that right now. What real immigration is where you get you a passport, you get you a visa. You have to take a test for the visa. You have to be able to pass a test to explain how much you know about the United States and its laws and whatnot. You have to get fully immunized, get all your shots, and take all your pills and do everything you're supposed to do medically. Then once you get all that shit done, then you get put on a waiting list by your embassy, okay? And then you wait, and you wait, and you wait, and you wait, and you wait some more, and you wait even more. But that is the legal way to come to the United States. That's the legal way. These people lined up at our southern border are not immigrants. These people lined up at the northern border are not immigrants. That is an invasion. That is against the law. It is illegal. It is not a lawful means of entry. A lawful means of entry is where you go to your embassy in your country, you say, I want to go to America, you fill out a form, you get your passport, you take your visa test, and then you wait. You get on a waiting list and you wait to come in. We have people with master's degrees that are literally waiting to come into the United States. All right? Because waiting list is long. Now, you say, well, Vaughn, that just sounds horrible that they got to wait so long. Listen, it's by design. If you just open the floodgates and just let a bunch of people in here, what are you going to have? You're going to have chaos. The Founding Fathers knew what the fuck they were doing when they made it extremely difficult to get into this country. They did that on purpose. Because you can't just let any old Tom, Dick, and Harry come in here. You can't do that. So they intentionally made it difficult to become an American. They did that on purpose. So that we only get the best people. The Statue of Liberty says, give us your tired and your poor. It doesn't say, give us your criminals and your terrorists and your rapists and your murderers. Okay? It's not what Statue of Liberty says. So these thousands and thousands of people lined up at the southern border and the northern border are what? They're an invasion force. They are not immigrants. Which means that all of the ones that have come in thus far by the Democrat Party, letting them in, have committed felonies. Yeah. And by proxy, the DNC who let them in has also committed a felony. Yeah. For real. For real. See, unlike my esteemed colleagues out there in D.C., I actually know the law. And I know that you can't just waltz right on in here, okay? That's a criminal act. You can't do that. You have to go through your embassy. You have to fill out forms. You have to get a passport. You have to make sure you got all your shots. How many of them people at the southern border have been immunized? Hello? Hello? How many? Yeah, 0. None. Nada. Zip. Not one. There is a reason why we do things the way we do. And it's to protect you and your family. Did you know that one of those people coming in across the southern border had leprosy? And thank the gods that the hospital staff found this fucker before he spread leprosy all over America. Leprosy will spread like wildfire, folks, for real. That's that thing out of the Bible that scared the shit out of everybody back then. Yeah, real leprosy. Luckily, they found the fucker. There is a reason and a method by which the Founding Fathers set up the way they set things up. Like I said, the only thing that I can think of that the Founding Fathers got wrong is giving life tenure to justices. They shouldn't have done that shit. Human beings are fallible creatures, and they should never, ever be given life tenure. I mean, look at our Congress and our Senate. Many of those people have been in their seats for, 10, 20, 30 years, 40 years. Some longer than I've even been alive. Not supposed to be. They're supposed to serve their 2 years or their 4 years and get the fuck out. They're not supposed to keep staying in there over and over and over and over and over again. That's not what the Founding Fathers intended. The Founding Fathers intended for you to go to the House of Representatives, serve your 2 years or 4 years, I forget which it is. I think it's 4 because I think Senate's 2 years. You serve your 4 years and get the fuck out. You're not supposed to stay in there over and over and over again. You're supposed to serve your 4 years and get the fuck out. Likewise in the Senate, you go into the Senate, you serve your 2 years, you get the fuck out. You don't stay there for 50 goddamn years. You don't. Poor Strom Thurmond, bless his heart, they literally wheeled the poor fucker out in a goddamn wheelchair, and then he fucking dies in Congress at age 90-fucking-9. And he dies in Congress in a wheelchair. They literally wheeled the fucker out. No, just no, goddammit. Dumbasses. You're supposed to serve your 2 or 4 years, whichever it is, and get out.
Because one of you thought it would be a good idea to pull down your pants, okay?
He was literally in
Cover
Congress.
your butt cheeks over the urinal and squeeze out a chocolate hot dog.
No way in hell was that the intent of the Founding Fathers. No way. No fucking way. Unreal. Just unreal. Oh my god. Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Shit. Oh my god, I've got to click on this. I got to click on this. I've just got to. Snap, crackle, pop, determined to be racist. We've noticed you're using an ad blocker. Oh, what am I using? Ad plus? Okay, fine, whatever. Alright. There. I don't know why. Anyway, alright. Snap, crackle, pop, determined to be racist. Fiona Onasanya, a Black Lives Matter activist and former member of the UK Parliament. UK Parliament? Claims that Kellogg's Rice Krispies is racist cereal because it has 3 white boys as mascots. Now that's systematic racism. If Mrs. Onasanya had stopped there, she would simply be dismissed as a fool, and that would have been that. But in her eagerness to prove racism, Onasanya doubled down on her charge, and in the process proved she is an ignorant fool. Fiona Onasanya, however the hell you say it. Kellogg's UK, as you are yet to reply to my email, Cocoa Pops and Rice Krispies have the same composition except for the fact CPs are brown and chocolate flavored. So I was wondering why Rice Krispies have 3 white boys representing the brand and Cocoa Pops have a monkey. Pardon. And Ministry of Truth says you are such an amazing idiot and shows Cocoa Krispies with 3 white guys with real chocolate. So, much mirth ensued. Onasia's online attack quickly drew ridicule from users on Twitter who made sure to point out that the beloved characters of Snap, Crackle, and Pop are also the brand champions for Cocoa Krispies, the chocolate-flavored Rice Krispies. Another responded to Onasia's attacks with Elves Lives Matter. Elves Lives Matter. Kellogg's told the Daily Mail in a statement that it stands in support of the black community. We do not tolerate discrimination and believe that people of all races, genders, backgrounds, sexual orientation, religions, capabilities, and beliefs should be treated with the utmost dignity and respect. Hallelujah. The company said, going on to note, that the Cocoa Puffs monkey is also the same character representing in the white chocolate cereal. The monkey mascot has appeared on both white milk and chocolate Cocoa Pops, which was created in the 1980s to highlight the playful personality of the brand. Anyone who sees the entire existence through the lens of race, including a brand of cereal that children of all colors and hues enjoy, is in serious trouble and desperately needs help. I could say the same about most Black Lives Matter activists whose paranoid ranting about police wanting to kill black people is beyond delusional. As for Mrs. Onasanya, she has a checkered past, to put it delicately. Ms. Onasanya, who was jailed for 3 months in January 2019 after she was convicted of lying to police about a speeding ticket, says that there is little difference between Cocoa Pops and sister brand Rice Krispies beyond the color and flavor. The former Peterborough MP revealed she has emailed Kellogg's UK office for clarification on why Rice Krispies have 3 white boys as a mascot, whereas chocolate flavored Cocoa Pops is represented by a monkey. Sometimes a monkey is just a monkey, and 3 little elves flitting over a bowl of Rice Krispies, or sometimes just 3 little elves flitting over a bowl of Rice Krispies. Not everything is a metaphor in life, just like everything isn't a conspiracy. Only the weak-minded and naive believe otherwise. What a good note to end on, right there. That is very true. But look there, as you can see, the 3 little white boys, which are actually elves. Elves are not even human. Hello? Elves are not even human. Oh, whatever. But yeah. This insanity is just, I mean, the insanity has gotten unbelievable. It's just gotten unfucking believable. And I'm going to prove it right here, right now. All right. And that is a lot of text. I'm going to blow it up here. Hopefully you can read it. Battling cleanup. By God, here we go. We're going to battle some cleanup here. Hi, hon. I'm Nancy Green. You may recognize me as the original version of Aunt Jemima. You can call me Ms. Green, Nancy, or just Jemima, if that old southern aunt thing triggered you. Yep, I was a real live flesh and blood woman. I was born into slavery and worked my way up as a fine cook, businesswoman, and all-around sterling character. I even became one of the first black millionaires by marketing good food products to people of all kinds all around the world. So I'm not upset that my image has evolved over the years. Styles changed. Look at Betty Crocker and Sarah Lee. Snicker. But now some woke jackasses want to get rid of me altogether to assuage their sorry-ass fantasy land of white guilt. Do they care how that makes a good Christian woman like me feel? What's wrong with black people representing a brand anyway? Why, next thing you know, they'll be taking Indians off of things like Land O'Lakes did, and going after Uncle Ben and the gentleman whose portrait they used. Those guys were real too. Okay, so Aunt Jemima is a real person. She really existed. Nancy Green. And she became a millionaire. I mean, literally a rags to riches story that should be celebrated by everyone of every color all over the fucking world. She literally started as a slave and became a millionaire, and became one of the most aspiring people that there is out there. Someone that you can aspire to be like, somebody that you can aspire to, you know, that actually achieved greatness. Somebody has not done their research, has it? Again, I am a historian for a reason. I am a constitutionalist for a reason. Because it's important, damn it. It's important to know your history. It's important to be a constitutionalist. It's important to know your history so that you don't repeat that shit. And it's important to be a constitutionalist so that the government doesn't come along and try to take every fucking thing you have. You know what George Washington called the government? Do you know? How many of you know that? Let me see your hands. As Ozzy Osbourne used to say, let me see your fucking hands. All right. George Washington said that government was a monster with an insatiable appetite, and that it will take and take and take and take and take from you until there's nothing left. That's what George Washington said about government. Was he right? Or was he wrong?
Radio.
I think he was right, wasn't he? What's the government trying to do these days? Take everything away from you. What did Jefferson say? Jefferson said there may be one day when you wake up in this great country that your forefathers give you, and you won't even own your own fucking land. Jefferson said that. Was he right? Yeah. Do you own your land right now? No. You don't own shit.
Wow. And you know, now, did I think that that was how they was going to destroy Islam? No, I didn't. Had no idea. I really didn't know how the guys was going to pull this shit off, but they went right for the jugular, man. They went right for the heart of what Muslims in the Middle East tell you. Because that has always been the strongest point from Muslims in the Middle East. Is that our book has never changed in 1,400 years. And now you got 30 copies of them and none of them the same. Oops. What do you do now? Well, there's not a damn thing that can do it. Because how you going to know which one's real? How you going to know which one's fake? Which one is? I mean, is everybody still gonna cling to the sword, the book of the sword, or are they gonna go to the more peaceful passages? I mean, is the book of the sword across all 30 copies of the Quran? That's a good question to ask, isn't it? So we're in a quandary with Islam now. They're in a real pickle. They're in a real pickle, and. Couldn't happen to a nicer religion as far as I'm concerned. I mean, how many pagans has Islam slaughtered over the 1,400 years they've existed? Yeah. In fact, I just saw an article that says that Islam, as of this moment, as of the time I'm speaking to you right now, Islam has now surpassed Hitler and Stalin for deaths related to pagans and Christians and a few Jews. For real. Now, that's not to say that atheism still isn't number one as far
show. I'll cut your fucking nose off.
Let's stab you in the eye, you fucking prick. I hate you.